Hello, welcome to Numeristical, bringing you the picks for Friday, May 10th. It's actually Thursday night, May 9th, at about 9:50 p.m. Action wrapped up early today, Major League Baseball. I saw some nice picks out there. Wanted to get the picks out before the lines move too much, so doing a nighttime version, get it out of the way early. So let's, as always, start out by reviewing the picks from yesterday. And our streak continues. We had a good day today. Two picks. We had the White Sox as a substantial underdog on the money line, and they won 3-2. And Twins Mariners, we picked the over 6.5. The model really liked this bet, and in fact, it was over by the second inning. It was 6-1 after 2 innings. So that easily went over, and it ended up going to I think 11 runs or 12 runs. So that was nice to see. Let's move on now to the picks for tomorrow, Friday, May 10th. And sorry, I got a little bit of technical issues. My computer's being very slow, so it's lagging a little bit, so I apologize for that. Here's the slate of games for today. Here's the sides. We got a full slate, or almost a full slate of games, but we do have some where the pitchers are not known. So we'll have a little fewer than that shown here. And the model is telling us to look at 4 home teams and 2 away teams. So let's start in. First one it likes us to take a look at. Hold on one sec. So the first game it says to take a look at is the Blue Jays Twins. Likes the Blue Jays if you can get minus 104, with Pinnacle showing minus 114 right now. So let's take a look. Again, we're going to click over to money lines, and we're looking for Blue Jays. Sorry about that. I can't find the blue. Here we go. Blue Jays Twins. Right over here. And it wants us to get the Blue Jays minus 104. Doesn't look like we're to get that. The best we get right now is minus 113, so won't take a bet there. Next up, let's look at the Braves and the Mets with Jose Quintana pitching. So Jose Quintana was pitching for the game that got rained out. He was the scheduled pitcher, and the Vegas odds makers did not like him very much, and the model liked him a little better, and we're seeing that again today. It's saying to take the Mets plus 117, with Pinnacle showing 132. So let's take a look at the Mets. They're up more. Mets Braves right over here. And you can see we could find the Mets plus 137 bet online. So we'll do that. We'll take the Mets plus 137. Let's go over here. Mets plus 137. Okay. So that's what we got there. Next one to look at, Phillies Marlins. It's saying take the Marlins if you can get 187, with Pinnacle showing 182. So obviously Marlins having a terrible season. But they're saying at 187 it's the right price. So let's see if we could find the Marlins. And sure enough, bet online 187 is showing the Marlins. I think that just popped up. So that's really interesting. Yeah, 187. Actually, the line has already moved quite a bit. And it's moving against the Marlins, but the model says that's moved enough that we should take it. So let's go ahead and do that. Just double check. Lines up at home 187. And we got exactly that. So we're going to take it. So we'll take the Marlins plus 187. I mean, hey, the White Sox won, so why not the Marlins? Next up, Royals Angels. Says take the Angels, we get plus 126. Let's see if we can find the Angels. Plus 126, and yeah, not getting there, at least not yet. We're get 115 on the Angels, but not 126. Again, that line is moving against the Angels, so we might get 126 by the morning. But we're gonna take the bets as they are now. So right now, no bet on that game. Next up, the Astros and the Tigers. It says to take the Astros if you can get minus 115. Pinnacle showing minus 132, so this might be hard to get. So Houston, and yeah, we're not getting minus 115 anywhere. Best is minus 128. Next up, Reds Giants. It's saying to take the Reds. You get 125 with Pinnacle showing 139. So let's find a bet there. So the Reds, and you see we could get 140 at South Point on the Reds. Let's just dig into that a little bit, see how that's moved. Actually, it hasn't moved. That's the opening line. So we'll take that. We'll take the Reds plus 140. So that's all we got for sides. Let's take a look at totals now. So here's our full slate of games for the totals. And it's telling us to look at five overs, but I want to see four lists. Oh no, there we go, 5 overs. So the first is the Rays Yankees. It's saying take, and they're all overs. All these are overs. That's saying I'll take a look at. So the first is over 8 on the Rays Yankees, but it wants better than even money. So we're kind of looking for a 7.5 probably. Click over to totals. And excuse me again, my computer's a little slow. Okay, here we go. So we got the Rays Yankees over here, and you see we got 8s and nothing close to even money. Get even money at 8.5 over here, but that's not going to do it for us, so we won't take a bet there. Next one is Orioles Diamondbacks over 8.5. It's saying take better than minus 107, and it looks like you can get it minus 102 already. So let's take a look at that. Orioles and Diamondbacks. It's interleague over here. Anyway, wow, let's see, 8.5. And in fact, we can get on the over. On the over, we could actually get better than even money. So we can get 105 over 8.5 plus 105. So that's unusual. So we will take that in a heartbeat. 8.5 plus 105. So let's do that. So we'll take the over 8.5. Over 8.5 at plus 105. And that's the Diamondbacks and the Orioles. Let's clean that up. Okay, and just double check that. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, right here, Superbook 8.5 over 105 plus 105. So that's nice. Blue Jays Twins over 7.5. Wants better than even money, so we're looking for like a 7 probably. And now, in fact, yeah, Blue Jays Twins, we went over 7.5, and in fact, that's already shown 8s. I'm sorry, 7.5. No, we're showing 7.5. Sorry, I looked at the wrong game. 7.5, but nothing better than even money, and no 7 showing. So won't take a bet there. Next up, Red Sox Nationals. Again, this is probably a stretch because it wants well better than even money on an 8.5. So we're looking for 8s on the Red Sox Nationals. And no 8s to be found there. And then finally the Rockies. Rockies at home, so I will consider taking over. I do not take Rockies road overs, except when I forget. But they're at home, and this one's saying take it at -110, and 108 is showing, so we should be able to find a bet here. Rockies Rangers right over here. 10 over. You get -103. So we'll do that. We'll take the 10 over -103. So let's put that down. Over 10 -103. And that's the Rockies. Rockies and who is it? Rockies and the Rangers. Rangers. All right. So that's what we got for our main model bets. These are our main model bets. These are the models that I have a higher degree of confidence in because I've back tested them. Now I also have a spreads model, and we'll take a look at that now. I'm going to track those separately since those are a little more experimental. So here we see the list of games with the spreads, the lines we'd want on home if we're going to bet the spread on the home, and then the lines we'd bet away. If you want to bet away, and it's really just telling us to take a look at one game that it likes right now, which is the Blue Jays. It likes the Blue Jays -1.5 runs if you can get 164. So let's click over to spreads. Let's find that Blue Jays. And Blue Jays, again, make sure I don't confuse anything. Blue Jays are home, yeah. So Blue Jays -1.5, but it wants +164. So we're giving up the runs, but getting paid better than even money. So, and you see, I'm just checking this. This is 205 -205. That doesn't make any. Oh, because on that one they're giving Toronto runs. Okay, so this is confusing. So we want a -1.5, and we can get, you can see here it's circa, you get +181, -1.5 on the Blue Jays. So we'll do that. So I'm going to mark that one over here. Blue Jays -1.5, and the number again was +181. Yeah. So +181. Okay, so that's what we have. Oh, and just to review, I didn't review the spreads bet. I had 2 spreads bet yesterday's. The Reds -1.5 lost outright. The Rockies +1.5 won outright. So we ended up down a fraction of a unit. Again, tracking this separately, but I think I forgot to review those results. So for today, the spreads on the spreads model, we got the Blue Jays -1.5 at +181. Two totals. Diamondbacks, Orioles over 8.5 plus 105. Rangers, Rockies over 10 minus 103. And three money lines, all dogs. Mets plus 137. Marlins plus 187. Reds plus 140. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy having this nighttime version, and it'll be up and ready for you to watch, as soon as you get up in the morning, or if you happen to be up late at night. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.